They're a very good football team. Looking at their defense, they cover the whole field. They play run support as well as anybody. They're well coached. They don't beat themselves. They're a good, well coached, smart defensive unit. You have to really get the work done that you need to get done. In training camp, your opponent is yourselves, and you work to get better in your schemes and the way you do things. Then the tail end of training camp, you have some time to look at the opponent and, like everybody else, get a couple extra days in. Well, when I was the offensive coordinator at Oklahoma, I was the line coach too, so I didn't have a choice. But I had good people upstairs supporting me, so that worked out very well. At Kansas State, when I was run game coordinator, I was in the box. So I've done both. I'm comfortable with both, and I think with the dynamic of our staff, the way it's set up, I think for right now, the best place for me to be is upstairs. I like the progress of our offense as a whole. There's not a part of our team that isn't light years ahead of where we were at the end of spring. We've made improvement in every area. There's no question about that. We just understand that we still have a way to go. We still have a lot of work to do, and we'll take advantage of all the practice opportunities between now and August 30th. I've seen it since the beginning of training camp. Sam has proven that this is important to him. He has proven that he was willing to accept change. He may have accepted it slowly, but he accepted change. And he's in with both feet, has been since we started training camp. And he's playing with a real sense of urgency in all parts of his game that we expected of him. He has responded very well. He's a good story in working hard and persevering. At one time he was getting reps with the threes in the spring. There's a reason for that, and I don't know at the time he understood it. But as he worked through the summer and everything, he realized coming to training camp why he was. And to his credit, he responded in a positive way. He responded the way a great competitor would. To really be a successful player, you have to understand what the defense is doing and how they're doing it. You just don't go out and run pass routes and hope to get open. That doesn't work very well. There's a reason why we run every route against the defenses we see, and it's up to the receivers to know it. And one of the things in their meeting room is that everything is so meticulous, and we make them pay attention to detail. This is not high school. This is not where you just run around and hope to get open and hope the quarterback sees you. There's a reason for everything that we do, the way we run every route, the way the quarterback reads it versus the defense that he's seeing. And what we have to do is we have to sync the quarterbacks with the route runners. And that's an area that we've made a lot of improvement in.
He's a big physical guy. He can be. One of these days he's going to be that kind of guy. Just got to get used to playing that position, doing those kind of things. But he's got good speed, He's a smart kid that picks up things pretty fast. Not as fast as we'd like, but, he's getting there. And so he's got all the physical traits and attributes you need there. And so we just feel like he's the guy that will blossom there, hopefully. And he's stayed a step ahead of the posse, so to speak, and done a few more things, been more productive. So a lot of things are based off of production. And so that's kind of how he stayed ahead. I think this is the kind of game he could help us most in right now. You got two backs back there, and people's not spread all over the field. And so he can hone in and get a good feel for what's going on. He plays the run real well anyway, but we expect him to be able to contribute this week. I still got work to do, just like last week. Still making too many mistakes in the safety positions, and so we got to keep working it, just like middle linebacker. Still evaluating it. Darren Cotton has really come along and helped us a little bit and given us more confidence in the strong safety position. He and TJ together. We still a long way away. Got to get there by Saturday, though. I don't know how. I've been pleased. so far. It's probably going to be Cousins and Jensen in the middle, and so that was our big concern. Our next big concern seemed like from the inside guys to the middle linebacker to the two safeties has been our biggest concern all along, our three biggest concerns. But they've come along and improved. We got to have some depth there. It's unproven again, just like some other positions. So that worries us. And but they're working hard. I will say this has been a good group, defensive players to work with. They're eager. They come to practice. They come to the classroom. I've enjoyed them, and seeing them grow. Hopefully, see them grow tremendously this year would be a great feeling. This group.